Well, it's time. It's time. It is time to get ourselves on the go and the ready. And with me, as always, in the house is the one, the only, LOZ Cards Fan 23. How you doing, bud?
Boy, it's great to be back here for a third season of the Super Smash TV tournament. I am really looking forward to what we have in store this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for it, not gonna lie. This is gonna be good. Apologies to the people who were all dedicated to running today and are still in. Life's been a little hectic the last couple days, but we're getting back on track here, and I appreciate their patience, and they're calling me out today. So well done. Well done. So cards, today, we got some bits. First of all, Randy Crackstick throwing 100 biddies at the stream. Appreciate it, brother. How you doing? But more importantly, we have a heck of a good matchup here to start. The random draw for round one of this Swiss preliminaries brings us the 4th and 5th place on the leaderboard. 1 second separating Prince Leaf and 40 Watt on their PBs.
Well, you couldn't ask for a more equally matchup here to kick off our third annual Super Smash TV tournament. Two great runners that are a second apart. Wow. We could see some fireworks.
Oh, we could, and both of them are sub-6 capable, so you never know what you're going to see. We have a best of 3 here today with this, and assuming that Gonzo shows up, we will have a second matchup following this between Dark Alexander and Dark Lord Gonzo, the Battle of the Darks, and we'll see who's going to take that one down. But more importantly, I think our runners have spent enough time waiting. I'm just going to give them the see if they're good to go, and if they're good to go, we will get this underway momentarily. Looks like we got a yup, and Leaf is typing something out, so I'll give him the text start. Oh, Leaf's still typing, so I'm holding down the fort here. Alright, I've given them the countdown, so they should be underway momentarily, and our job, once we get going here, is, of course, we are going to have to pause to make sure we line them up correctly at the same spot. About the 14-second mark is what we've used in the past, because that's right around when they get to the center of the room and they're about to start fighting. Fortunately, of course, Leaf's ahead, so I'm going to have to eyeball this. So right as the girders are going off, I'm underway here, and I'm at 16, 17, and we're underway, and hopefully you can get lined up here with me, cards. So, both of them starting with the Razor Shield manipulation, and both of them smashing around the room right now. No one getting that bad drop that you don't want, like grenades or a smart bomb. And it looks like it's going to be an early lead here for 40WattRange. Probably taking about a 1 second lead here. 41 to about 42 seconds out of the first room.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid time. So, yeah, very slight edge right now for Princely, but it's definitely anybody's game here. It's all going to come down to who will be the first to get that precious orb.
Indeed, and even then, you can get by without. You just need good drops. But so far, grenades and grenades for Leaf. See a nuke on the other side for 40 Watt, and spreaders now for both. Still, no one getting a huge breakout yet. Not even rockets.
Breakout yet. Yes, 40 Watts getting a lot of spreaders here, but yeah, nobody getting with the vitamin R, nobody getting that orb, a foot for 40WattRange, and even one for Leaf.
And even an invulnerability in this situation is a sizably good drop to have. But it is an early 40 Watt lead here for sure, as he is out into Eat My Shrapnel in a time of 124 versus it looks like about a 133, 134, something in that range. Not the best, but neither has an orb yet. As we know, that orb means everything.
That orb's going to be a game changer. And folks, Prince Leaf just got a key!
And now both are actually packing rockets as 40 Watt gets his own key. And with the rockets, you can control this room, but you really want to see that orb before you leave this room. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, but so far, neither player getting the orb. Leaf has rockets, but not for long. Or no, he just got a new set. Wow, lucky him. And more vitamin R for Prince Leaf. I mean, save it for later. I mean, particularly tank trouble.
But see, the thing with this race right now, both of them getting Razor Shields, both of them coming in with rockets, but we still have yet to see our first orb of the tournament. This is getting redonkulous.
Yeah, we're approaching the 2.5-minute mark here, Bryce, and we still don't have an orb on either runner's side. We're getting good weapons here.
There we go.
Shields.
There we go.
Finally.
We got our first orb. 40 Watt gets the first one with a lead. That's going to help him probably grow this. Oh, man. He's going to grow this lead if he can keep that orb healthy. No more shield left. He's got to do some dancing.
Oh, yes, indeedy.
Meanwhile, and some rockets. He's holding it down. Another Razor Shield and then a spreader for Leaf. He's doing the best he can with what he's being given here, but he's not really getting that orb, and he gets rockets here late in the room as it's a 3:10 exit for 40 Watt. Let's see what time we get for Leaf on the exit. Actually didn't lose too much time. Very well played. A 3:16.
3:16. Very, very good. Yeah, we still got ourselves a ball game in spite of the orb trouble that both of these runners have. But we've seen it before where tank trouble can turn races upside down.
Absolutely. And, Prince Leaf 3:16 says, I just made up some time. That's right. Wrestling references from the 90s. Deal with it.
Yeah. They're still talking about 3:16?
Oh, I honestly couldn't tell you. All I know is that this is a reasonably good start here for Leaf. That Razor Shield is a good drop, but he bangs it mostly to pieces on the wandering shrapnel from the start of the room as 40 Watt goes down to a beating. Not great. Both gunners gone now on both.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that smart bomb use. Another smart bomb use, and now the 40 Watt's got to hope for weapons. No more shield left for Leaf. He's now going to have to dance carefully. He's wandering through bullets and shrapnels. Meanwhile, it's invulnerability time for 40 Watt. Plowing around the room, and then a spreader for Leaf. This is looking real good for Leaf to probably take the lead out. And then rockets for both of them.
Holy smokes. We weren't seeing any drops for these runners in the first 2.5 minutes. Now they're getting almost everything. But Prince Leaf keeping that orb intact. He's going to be out first at 4:35.
But it's not a big lead at all. It's only a 7-second lead as it's 4:42 here for 40 Watt in this first of a best of 3. Lobber to start here for Leaf. That's a good drop. He should be able to get rid of the gunners here pretty quickly. And he does so, and now the Mutoid Man is blocking rockets, which he couldn't quite get to. And it's a
good drop.
And then an invulnerability, so Leaf is doing no damage right now. You need a special weapon to hurt Mutoid Man. There's a key on 40 Watt's side. As he's plowing in the lobber shots, he gets a refill. Rockets for Leaf. Still no body parts popped. Leaf going with a spreader here. Can he do some manual damage in close? It looks like he did land a little bit as he gets that second arm popped. But 40 Watt's got to be real close behind, popping these lobbers off constantly like this. There goes the second arm. It's maybe a third of a form lead. I think it's a key for Leaf.
Man.
Oh, no. An electrocution for 40 Watt on the last frame of the electric eyeball. Oh,
man,
dang.
That's a waste of a lobber right there, and that's going to extend Prince Leaf's lead here as he gets a lobber of his own.
Absolutely. And another empty drop for Leaf, but at least he could ignore it because he had a weapon for once. Ribcage open on 40 Watt's side. It's a real close match. One big spreader or maybe a dry spell for either. 40 Watt smartly deciding he couldn't die to get that spreader. He's trying to make use. He has popped the head maybe a second or two behind Leaf.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is going to come down to the wire here, Bryce Ulf.
It sure is. And man, a poor 40 Watt block from a rocket launcher does get it.
No.
But he is sizably back here. I'd say it's over half a form. Final form coming here for Leaf. He's almost out of lobber. Can 40 Watt make it? Oh, he can't make the lobber. But a grenade's on Leaf's side. It's going to take probably one more weapon. Rockets on the feet. Probably going to seal it unless something untoward happens. Leaf grabbing the spreader, and he has done it. He will finish the first race off of this best of 3 with a time of probably around 6:50, it's looking like.
Not bad for a race situation for these runners here. Very respectable start here to our 3rd annual tournament. As about a 6:50 for Prince Leaf. And I'll tell you what, this race was close practically throughout until about the second to last form.
Very much. Very, very much. All right, so it's going to...
And 40 Watt will finish with a 7:08. So, yeah, 18-second difference between these two. Great start for both runners here, but it's Prince Leaf with the 1-0 advantage.
All right. 1-0. Good lord. No orbs until probably over halfway through Total Carnage. That is obscene. That, if you're doing just regular runs, that's a reset way before that. And as we've seen, you can go a whole run without it. That is the brutality of the RNG of Super Smash TV.
Yeah, wouldn't that be called pulling off a Gorlock?
If you finish it the whole way through and win, it's called a Turbulent Eddy. That's how he sealed the deal in the first tournament, setting a PB
right.
at the time with a 638.
Yeah, that was still an unbelievable finish to that tournament for Turbulent Eddy back in Season 1. Man,
that was a
great
thing.
memories.
It was a thing. So just waiting for them to say they're ready, and we will get ready to go. There's no RNG in this game, Bully Mania. I feel like you're telling fibs, but I don't want to call you a liar. Still no sign of Gonzo yet for the 10 o'clock match, so I'm not sure that's going to be happening or not, because I never confirmed, so Gonzo may not be around. I did tweet at him, though. Alright, just waiting for Leaf to give me the what for and good to go. In the meantime, let's just quickly pop back over to Twitter and see what's going on here, see if Gonzo noticed what I put out there. Not yet. Here we go. So they will be underway momentarily. Hopefully they'll be lined up this time and ready to rock the roll. Hopefully Leaf's on easy. Good. I was a little worried. It's a little concerned there. Now he's sitting on 2 players. Hopefully he's going to move up to 1 player. Wait. Yeah, he did. Okay. We're going to be restarting because apparently Leaf thought Watt had not... Okay, so we're going to restart this. Once 40Watt sees it. Because if one of the racers don't go, it is not so good. Apparently his splits cut him off. That's trolling of the highest caliber. My goodness. But hey, it wouldn't be a Bryce Solf event if there wasn't, you know, a little rickety-rockety down the track here. With no real idea about what the breakneck speed's going to get us.
Oh, not at all, Bryce Hall.
Fuck you, what?
Oh my goodness. Good old rickety race. I'm glad Lear's got that. So Lear's is... So Lears is going to go watch Donkey Kong Country now. So we'll see you later, Lears. Bye. Alright, I'll just wait for them to ready up.
Don't eat too many bananas.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Just going to make sure they're both ready this time to make sure there's no problems.
Prince Leaf looking to seal the deal here in game number 2. Now, the reason why we do best of 3 is to compensate for the game's harsh RNG at times.
Alright, so they should be underway momentarily here. Alright, they seem to be pretty lined up on my end. So here we go. Match number 2. Prince Leaf, last year's runner-up, is up 1-0. In this first round of the Swiss matches to see who makes it into the playoffs. 10 competitors in this tournament. The top 6 will make the playoffs. So losing one match isn't going to eliminate you by any means. Both of them making use of the shield and foot to start. And we have another foot up there for 40Watt. Decides to get it. Meanwhile, we have a nuke here for Leaf. Is he going to use it? He does, and that will get him out of the room with about a 1 second lead, it looks like.
And the time is a 39 for Prince Leaf and about a second. Yeah, it was a low 39 for Prince Leaf, a high 39 for 40Watt.
Nothing like 2 sub-40s in the first room. We get an invulnerability on 40 watts and some Vitamin R Razor Shield for Leaf, followed by grenades and a nuke. Still both of them wondering where are these orbs and collect power-ups.
They don't exist.
Maybe they don't. There's a spreader now for Leaf, as his shield is getting pretty ragged. An invulnerability for 40 watt. Not a terrible drop if you have a foot. And no orb. You can actually plow into the enemies if you just go and plow. He's working at it. He's working at it.
40 watt getting back to back invulnerabilities.
So it's about a 126 versus about a 130. Still anyone's game. As you can see, rockets are the most important thing along with that orb because you're not making much time. Speaking of an orb, can 40 watt fight it clear? Oh, risky pickup, but he gets it. And he is now with the advantage. But we do have lots of Vitamin R here for Leaf, who's trying to just catch up on the shrapnels now. Grabs that key and he's hoping he sees that orb any second. I myself want to see it. I want to see both of them into total carnage. Fully loaded for bear.
That's right. 18 shrapnel in Eat My Shrapnel. You got to take them all out, and pacing is the key here.
Yeah, because once you have 4 on screen, no more can spawn. And it is going to be about a 2-second lead. But Leaf now is in serious danger of falling off if that orb decides to stay hidden on him. Meanwhile, 40 watts got to avoid that grenade, hold the middle, and just keep the kill ratio high. Keep the enemy coming into the room. That's the key to this speed run, is killing the enemy quickly and efficiently.
As Prince Leaf getting a lot of spreaders here to try and compensate for the fact he's got no orb, but 40 watt with that Vitamin R, more Vitamin R for 40 watt.
Someone just been taking their Flintstone vitamins here. They're getting all the rock and roll they want to see, and more, and more.
Wow, he was getting vulnerabilities back to back to back to back. That's back to back to back to back rockets for 40 watt.
That is how you beat this room in under 50 seconds. Those types of drops.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen 4 in a row come twice for the same runner. That's insane.
Oh, and he drops his orb near the end of the room, but he does get the smart bomb
and
finish.
Look, Prince Leaf, he's going to get an orb.
But the time, how far back is he? It's going to be a 309 versus a 317. It's about an 8-second lead here for 40 watt. The first drop for him is going to be crucial in tank trouble. He wants to see rockets, probably just rockets, honestly. Just get rid of those gunners, get rid of the shrapnel, make your life easier, and then it's time to get aggressive. He gets an orb, not a bad drop by any means, and it's very gettable. He's just got to not lose it here in the ensuing carnage of this room.
Very good.
He's holding it down. He does have rockets across the way. He's got to be careful of the shrapnel explosion. He walks through it all, gets the tank. Meanwhile, Leaf is working hard to keep his orb healthy, avoiding shrapnels, avoiding shots. It looks like both have done it. Can Leaf get to the Razor Shield? He does, but he loses the orb. And now a Razor Shield for 40 watt. Great set of drops.
Pouring it on.
Great set of drops here for both of them. 40 watt doing a great job here.
I must say, Bryce, I have no idea how the heck 40 watt got through all that carnage while picking up the orb there and to keep it as well. That was amazing.
Oh, he almost stepped on the mine on the way out. Oh my goodness, that was close.
So about a 424 for 40 watt here. Man, he's increased that lead on Prince Lead.
Oh, he did a fantastic job with those drops early. Made it work for him. Lobber to start, good start for him. Just get rid of the gunners. One less problem. And now he's wondering what the drop is. It's a rocket on the side. Meanwhile, Prince Leaf is just finishing up here in tank trouble. It's going to be a 28-second lead. But, as you can see, empty drop for 40 watt. This should pop the first arm. Yeah, there goes the first arm finally. He's hoping to get to that lobber. Is the big bad man going to let him? He does. We get rockets and then a lobber here to start for Leaf. And we got a spreader for 40 watt. I'm surprised he didn't go for the... Oh, I'm surprised he didn't go for the death. But he does pop the second... But he gets another spreader! If you could see his webcam, that was an incredible reaction. That was an incredible reaction. And then he gets grenade trolled. So, but he did pop a form with it. Oh, great movement here by 40 watt. Dancing through the eye lasers. Now he gets an invulnerability. Second arm gone now for Leaf, but he's probably still a solid form behind. And he's not getting any... Oh, no! 40 watt walks into a laser eye as he's trying to get in there. There goes the rib cage. There goes the head.
Here it comes.
It's about a one-form lead right now. A key for 40 Watt. I can't believe this game.
Man.
Here comes a death now going for a spreader. He should be able to get this. Now what's Mutoid Man's going to cooperate. Now if he can pop the final form, this could do it for Lee, pardon me, 40 Watt, as he's now got rockets. He didn't do a lot of damage on the change though. He's probably going to need one more weapon. Is Leaf? It doesn't matter. He gets the spreader, but it's not going to matter. Great damage on the transition there. He's probably going to finish him with this grenade. What a comeback, but it ain't going to be enough as we get a 625 for 40 Watt. Leaf is going to finish up in a very low 6-3x, and we are all tied up at 1-1. An 8-second victory for 40 Watt. God dang.
That is what Mutoid Man can do in a race like that. It looked like 40WattRange had it well in hand, but turned that 28-second lead into an 8-second lead. Prince Leaf tried all that he could, but just not enough. And we've got ourselves a rubber match.
We do indeed have a rubber match. And still not seeing Gonzo, so this might be the only race of the night. I'm hoping to see Gonzo here. And if not, we can always reschedule him for tomorrow, because I am calling a match tomorrow at 5 Eastern between Beetle 111 and I'm forgetting the other person. Oh, it's Sigma Fan, which should be an interesting match. Both of them are in the 6.5 to 7.5 range typically, so it should be a good one. Should be a good one.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, considering that these two were 1 second apart on their PBs, I am not surprised in the least bit that we're going to Game 3.
This has been quite the thing. And one of our other competitors dropped in, Tapatio J, dropping a GG for his boy Prince Leaf, both being members of the HWC, the Heavy Weapons Crew. Great Discord, by the way. Play a lot of different games. You should check those guys out. Good people.
Absolutely.
And just waiting for both competitors to say they're ready to go, and we will get underway here for the third and deciding match of this first round pairing.
So 8 seconds was the difference in that last race. The first race, it was, 18 seconds?
About, yeah. And that's the type of stuff I'm going to have to review after the fact just to see if we're good.
Taco
little
Bell,
product Bell.
Taco Bell. Product placement with Taco Bell.
Hey, man, I'm a Canadian. I'm always nice. You fucking useless American cack. All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if this came down to 5 seconds or less.
You know what? After two close matchups, I think we're going to get a blowout just because the RNG is going to favor one over the other. But they say they're ready to go, so let's get ready to do. I'm going to tell them the countdown's coming, and we will get going. And we have a great little remix to lead us in here as we get going in this third and deciding matchup of this pairing. My goodness, what a great start to the tournament here. Both of them are just readying up, ready to go. Any second, we are underway. So remember, your goal is to get to the Mutoid Man, kill the Mutoid Man, and exit before your opponent. Winner takes home the points. The loser will still be in the tournament. It's Swiss. You just have to win 3 to make the playoffs. And if there's some kind of weirdity after this, we'll get to it. But meanwhile, both of them doing the Razor Shield manip, and we are underway in room number 1. You want to be sub 40 out of this room. That's the goal. And speaking of which, I actually set a new gold in this room the other day.
That's right, I saw that.
Oh, man, poor 40 Watt couldn't get the hit there. This could be a 39 on Leaf's side. It's a sub 39. God damn.
Oh, man.
Smoking fast start.
41 for 40WattRange here. So, yeah, good start here for Prince Leaf, trying to win game number 3 and collect the all-important point here.
First drop is an invulnerability for Leaf. Meanwhile, it's an invulnerability for 40 Watt, so it looks like Collect Power-Ups is deciding to keep all the power-ups for itself.
They're probably just saving it for you when you do your easy percent attempts. Or your normal percent attempts, rather.
Yeah, well, I wish they'd save for the whole run, but that doesn't matter right now. Right now, we got Weapons Ahoy for 40 Watt, and poor Leaf is stuck running around really fast. He is collecting so many power-ups. It's ridiculous. Now he gets a spreader, but because of those great weapon drops, 40 Watt vaults in the lead, about a 4-second lead, but neither one saw an orb again.
And 0 for 3 in collect power-ups here. But now 40 Watt with the spreader, followed by the foot of his own. What is this, Sonic the Hedgehog?
Not quite. Speaking of, though, they both now getting vitamin R in both forms, but neither seeing an orb yet. Both doing the best they can. They're keeping the shrapnels under control, hitting the swarmers when they can. There's an orb for 40 Watt. Already has the lead. This will probably help him maintain or even grow it. But honestly, Leaf's done a great job of holding down the shrapnels.
And he's done it without getting any weapons of any kind. He's had to use just his pea shooter, but 41 is going to increase that lead just a tad.
Just a tad, but here's where it really counts. This is where that orb officially becomes hyper important. A razor shield here for Leaf. He's got to be careful. Those shrapnel explosions can get through the razor shield. It's always annoying when it happens, too. Rockets now for 40 Watt. Trying to plow with... Yeah, he does a great job of getting the shrapnels with his movement, shooting diagonals. Meanwhile, Leaf finally gets his orb with the razor shield. This is a fantastic match, honestly. We're looking at probably a minimal time gain for 40 Watt before that orb showed up. But it was definitely a bit of a time extension for him. Let's see what happens as we go along. Might just be whoever loses the orb first is going to be the one that's really going to pay the price.
So far, both these runners are keeping that orb intact. Prince Leaf's trying to save that. Yes, he does use it.
What a great use of a smart bomb. He takes the lead.
By like a second and a half. That's insane.
The big thing he did there was that he spent more time in the middle, not as much time chasing, and then he used that smart bomb at the end to get rid of the shrapnel so he didn't have to deal with them. This is indeed intense, Wolfgang Krause. This is the third and final game for these guys in this matchup. Whoever wins this wins their first round, gets an early advantage of making the playoffs, but I expect to see both of them in the playoffs. Both are great competitors. Both of them. Oh, an orb drop for Leaf, but he gets a replacement immediately.
Lucky Prince.
Oh, 40 Watt drops his orb now. Let's see if the game is as kind to him. He wants all rockets or, you know, that orb replacement as soon as possible, but he gets back-to-back feet. Meanwhile, Leaf having real trouble getting to the middle of the room where you want to be. Rockets now. Rockets for both. Oh, Leaf gets shot, and there's an orb replacement for 40 Watt.
How many times has the lead flip-flop here in this match? It's been an exciting one, Bryce.
Very much. Just like the first two, it's been fantastic, intense. There's been all kinds of back and forth. Leads growing, leads shrinking, leads changing. I'm surprised it's not March anymore because this is madness.
I know, right? We're almost in May here, but it's 40 Watt who gets the lead back coming out, going into Mutoid Man.
But a great smart bomb used by Leaf at the end of the room to get out again, which is a huge gainer in a room like that with two shrapnels to deal with.
That is amazing. That's twice in the same race that Prince Leaf has made effective use of those smart bombs.
40 Watt dies trying to get the gunners, but still gets the lobber. Meanwhile, Leaf is trying to use that spreader. He's doing a pretty good job considering the restraints he has on him for positioning, and he will pop an arm first. The lead now belongs to Leaf, but it's very small at this moment in time. Rockets versus a lobber. Leaf has the weapon advantage. Then grenades for 40 Watt. A lobber for Leaf.
The game just not treating 40 Watt.
Oh no! Leaf dies trying to tightrope walk to the invulnerability. So he's without a weapon right now. And he gets another vulnerability. Oh no.
Luckily for 40 Watt, he gets the lobbers right back here, and we pretty much have a tie ball game.
It's a slight lead for Leaf based on damage dealt to this form. I suspect as both get an empty drop, a foot and key respectively. And now both get grenades. Oh no, Leaf couldn't get the grenades. My mistake.
Watt is back in the lead.
Oh my goodness. Oh, a good grab, but 40 Watt gets run over as he gets it. But and there we go. They're tied up in forms again. Here's the better weapon though on 40 Watt's side.
This could be a record here. I don't think I've ever seen as many lead changes in one match as this one. Right here.
And Leaf goes down again, and he can't get the grenades. Now can 40 Watt make it to the, he makes it to the lobber. He makes it there. He's now trying to line it up. Some trolley movement
trying to
here.
wrap this up.
There's the final form coming out for 40 Watt. Now there's a headless paunch over on the other side, but is it too late? It depends what the game's going to give Leaf here on the next drop. He needs something. It's grenades. I don't.
And
Oh, and a lobber. It looks like 40 Watt has done it. He has done it!
And he has! He's come from behind! Get your GGs out for 40-watt range. Came back from 1-0 down to take our first match of the 3rd annual Super Smash TV tournament.
My goodness. 40 Watt is happy as a clam. He has taken match number 1 for himself. He is 1-0 in the Swiss here. And remember, you need to win 3 matches to make the playoffs. And there might end up being a massive race at the end, depending on how the Swiss matches play out. I'm kind of hoping for it. Just to try to call action with like 4 people playing would be hilarious.
Boy, I tell you what, this race had more lead changes than Game 6 of the 2011 World Series.
Oh, apologies to all the Rangers fans out there. You don't want to hear that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But in any event, that was an amazing race there. But it just goes to show what Trolltoid Man can do, because Prince Leaf had the lead, and he ended up losing by a lot because the drops simply did not cooperate for him.